December 25, 2023. I had a dream unlike any other, a dream that transported me to a world untouched, cold, and mesmerizing. I had been selected for a study, or perhaps a mission, to journey north. Not just north on a map, but far beyond civilization, into the heart of a white wilderness that felt both endless and eternal. The landscape was like a desert, but instead of sand, it was blanketed in snow, miles upon miles of it, stretching to the horizon in every direction. No roads, no trees, no sign of life. Just the crunch of my boots on the frozen crust and the whisper of the wind weaving through the icy plains. There were two distinct parts to this journey. The first was a mission I had to undertake alone. I don't remember who sent me or why, only that it felt important, urgent even, and that I was meant to be there. I traveled across the snow-covered land with nothing but a small pack on my back and determination in my chest. The wind howled, biting at my cheeks, and every breath turned to vapor before it reached the open air. When night fell, I found shelter beside a massive boulder, my only shield from the slicing wind that swept across the plains. I nestled against it, wrapped in thick layers, the snowstorm roaring around me like a living beast. I lay awake for a while, listening to the rhythmic wail of the wind and the soft, hissing flakes brushing over stone and fabric. Above me, the sky was vast and black, glittering with stars that shimmered like frozen sparks. Sometimes the sky was so clear it felt as if I could reach out and touch the constellations. There was no sound but the storm, and even that began to feel like a lullaby. It was just me, the snow, and the sky. The second part of the dream was different. I returned to the same frozen place, but this time I wasn't alone. I was part of a research team, a small group of scientists or explorers, though I never saw their faces clearly. Together, we traveled across the snowfield toward a solitary tower that rose like a needle from the white expanse. It stood silent and stoic in the middle of nowhere, a sentinel in a sea of frost. Our task was to collect data, weather patterns, wind speeds, atmospheric pressure. We huddled inside the tower, surrounded by old instruments and frosted windows, scribbling notes and checking readings. Outside, the snow fell silently, like a whispering curtain drawing the world into silence. There was a strange peace in our work, a quiet unity with nature, a sense of purpose among the ice. That dream was unlike anything I'd ever felt. Beautiful, peaceful, empty in the most profound and calming way. It left a lingering stillness in my chest when I woke up, and a longing I couldn't quite shake. Since that night, I found myself yearning to see the North Pole with my own eyes, to feel that solitude, that majesty, and that strange frozen serenity in real life.